I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to eat.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line.
A gain of 13.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Cousins again. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Touchdown, Titans.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Titans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Tannehill. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch. There to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Titans 7.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And a yard at the 34.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There you go. 20. Hey. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
On the ground, it's Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there out of Cook. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 28. Titans 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
The 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Play action. It's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
33. Take me up. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On first down, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Kicker on.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? He thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play. 54. Watch the slat. Watch the slat. Right there. 54.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A nice gain at 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To the air again, Tannehill. Being chased out left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Capture the field goal.
He has a friend grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks. And they're not going going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Again, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Nick Chubb stopped short, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way down to the 29.
Complete to DK.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Back now in Nashville.
First down.
A lot of folks starting to make their trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Complete.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Titans 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's going to be caught.
That's good.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. They'll give it to Chubb, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Cook. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
3-yard line.
Watch the safety. Hey. Tight right.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, check 33. We up. We go tiger. Check Mike 33. I got you, son.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. Deep. It's just me and you. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Tannehill now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And Yeah, good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down. Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.